I still remember the exact second I realized my own mother would rather starve my children than pay $65 for 2 cardboard boxes of pasta. That moment didn't break me. It woke me up. My name is Elias Reed. 34. Single dad. Algebra teacher. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment where the radiator knocks like it's trying to tell me secrets. My son Noah is 10 and believes the world runs on fairness. My daughter Harper is 7 and thinks sparkly shoes can fix anything. Their mom and I split 3 years ago. We trade weekends like polite strangers handing off a library book. In my family, I've always been the reliable one, the human safety net, the quiet ATM that never says no. My older sister Vanessa is the sun everyone orbits. She has the perfect house, the perfect husband Marcus, the 2 little girls who get whatever they want the second they blink. Mom still calls Vanessa my miracle, like the rest of us were rough drafts. Dad just keeps the TV volume low and pretends he doesn't notice the math never adds up in my favor. I got used to it. I told myself love isn't a ledger. I was wrong. 2 weeks before the reunion, Mom sent the invitation, a glossy PDF with times down to the minute and a line that made my stomach drop. Children's gourmet boxes available for pre-order, $65 each, highly recommended for picky eaters. I asked if I should reserve 2 for Noah and Harper. She replied with a laughing emoji, let's just share family style, sweetheart. No need to waste money. I stared at that emoji so long the screen went dark. The restaurant smelled like lemon polish and old money pretending to be new. White tablecloths so bright they hurt to look at. We arrived early. I'm physically incapable of being late. Mom air-kissed near my cheek, called my button-down teacher chic, and immediately slid a stack of extra napkins toward Noah and Harper like that was dinner. Vanessa swept in with the girls in matching velvet dresses. Marcus carried the diaper bag like it was a briefcase full of cash. The waiter, young, eager, probably still believed in the goodness of people, announced the kids' boxes. Pasta, fruit, brownie, little craft kit. He placed 2 in front of Vanessa's daughters. 65 each. He turned to me with that hopeful smile. Shall I bring 2 more? Before I could open my mouth, Mom's hand was already in the air. No need, she sang. We're sharing. We're family. Marcus chuckled low. Be grateful they even got seats, bro. Noah looked at the napkins. Harper whispered, Daddy, is this the bread course? I felt the heat crawl up my neck, slow and poisonous. But that wasn't the worst of it. The worst came when the waiter hovered with the leather check folder and Mom tipped her chin at me like I was the designated trash bag. Elias will take care of it. He's our numbers guy. Everyone smiled like this was tradition. Like it was cute. I placed my palms flat on the table and felt the wood cool under my skin. Years flashed behind my eyes. The $400 I Venmo'd Vanessa for her half of a baby gift that somehow only had her name on the card. The 8 airport runs at 4 a.m. because you're already awake for the kids anyway. The $72 Marcus billed me for watching Noah for 45 minutes while I fixed their Wi-Fi. The organic juice pouches, the concert tickets, the emergency dress alterations, the dog sitter I never asked to be. Every time I told myself, next time it'll even out. Next time they'll remember. Next time never came. I looked at Noah carefully tearing a napkin into the shape of a dinosaur because he was hungry. I looked at Harper folding hers into a flower because she wanted to be like her cousins. And something inside me snapped clean in half. I didn't yell. I didn't need to. My voice came out low, steady, the way it does when I'm explaining to a kid why X can't be 0 if it's to the power of 0. When the waiter returned, I stood. Just enough for the whole table to feel the shift. Could you split the check exactly by what was ordered and served, please? Mom laughed too loud. Elias, honey, it's one bill. We always. No, I said. Not anymore. Vanessa's fork froze halfway to her mouth. Marcus leaned back like he was watching a street fight he'd already bet on. The waiter, bless him, didn't even flinch. Of course, sir. I'll itemize. Mom's smile went brittle. You're embarrassing us. I looked her dead in the eye. I'm done being embarrassed for you. He came back with 3 folders. One for my parents. One for Vanessa and Marcus. One for me. Mine was $38. 2 kids' sodas, a shared salad, bread we actually ate. Vanessa opened hers and the color drained from her face. $211. Marcus muttered, 4 pasta. Mom's was $243. She stared at the paper like it had personally betrayed her. The table went so quiet I could hear Harper's little stomach growl. Vanessa finally whispered, "You're doing this because you're jealous of my girls." I looked at Noah and Harper, happy, polite, hungry kids who just got napkins for dinner, and I smiled for the first time all night. "No, Vanessa. I'm doing this because I'm done paying for your life with mine." I signed my slip, tipped the waiter 25%, and stood. From now on, I told the room, I pay for who I bring and what I order. Nothing more. Ever. Mom reached for me. Elias. I took my kids' hands. We walked out past the valet, past the perfect families taking perfect photos, into the cold night that suddenly smelled like freedom. That was 6 months ago. The group chat still lights up some nights with essays about gratitude and boundaries and how I ruined everything. I left it on mute. I tell them the truth, in words they can carry. Some people love you best when you cost them nothing. Real love costs something, pride, convenience, the story they tell themselves. I chose you. So here's my question to you, straight to your chest. If the people who are supposed to love you most keep treating your kids like charity cases, when do you finally stop setting yourself on fire to keep them warm? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Because some days I still wonder if I did the right thing. And on the days I don't wonder, I look at my kids eating full plates at our little table. And I know the math finally added up.